after we took up the side bending, we found a couple of spots on the driver's side that were rusted out, in addition to the one that was on the passenger side. I already got the passenger side cut out, welded, and seam sealed back up. So now I'm working on the driver's side today, and my camera was dead earlier, so kind of fast forwarding a little bit. Here we have the panel already cut out, which is essentially this. See, it was pretty bad. And actually the rear seat mount came with it. Just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, got the template cut out now. Use that to transfer to some metal. And as far as tools, welding gloves, got the cutoff wheel and full face shield. The cutoff wheel goes on the grinder. I just put the grinder wheel back in to clean up some of the edges, make sure I don't need to cut out anymore. So anyways, we got this template cut out. Take that over here. I got a piece of 22 gauge steel. Basically I just transferred it onto. Okay, so now after you get the panel cut out and somewhat bent in the shape, try using the piece that you cut out to kind of get the profile right. This is the floorboard between the seat and the tunnel. No one's going to see it. I'm obviously not a fabrication master yet, so that fits pretty well. I'm going to tack weld that in here in a minute. Before I did that, went ahead and welded up the pieces that I cut through on the rail. They're notched just a hair, so welded those back up and sprayed some of that undercoating on there just to protect it. And I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll weld this on here in a second. Spot welded in, kind of knocked some of the welds down a little bit, smoothed it out, and now I'm going to put seam sealer on it. And then once that's dried for about 48 hours, I'll prime everything and paint it. So to seal up these welded panels, I'm going to use this SEM black seam sealer. Basically, you need to sand the surface to about 80 or to 180 grit, and then clean it up. It says use SEM Solve, but obviously I don't have any of that, so I'm going to use acetone. I figure that'll be good enough for what I'm working with, which is just the firewall and the floor pan, so it should be fine. And then a gun, a glove, because you're going to have to smear it into the surface, and the SEM comes with this screw-on tip, so actually it should be able to store well, because I'm going to have to seal up a couple other areas eventually, so that should be good. Got the seam sealer applied here, and then I had another patch over here under the gas pedal. Now it's just ready to prime and paint.